doctrine, the creed, then why do you pick and choose from those creeds?
I'm not picking and choosing. Good question. Yeah, no, it's very good question.
Yeah, of course it's a good question.
Well, it's a good question to ask. Yes.
I'm not picking and choosing.
Because
I'm Eastern Orthodox,
yes.
where he's a
because
Protestant.
every time you will bring something up, it will go against you.
No, but can I?
That's why they had the Council of Nicaea, so it won't be infected.
Can I say? Because I'm Protestant, obviously I'm going to look at the creeds with my interpretive lens, okay? And I will have more emphasis on something
And
than
again,
another.
are you of the view that even Protestant church is a result of
interpretation,
that progressive revelation?
Sorry?
The Protestant church, it's breaking away from the Catholic Church.
Of progressive revelation?
Yeah.
Not really. I wouldn't say it's progressive revelation. I would say no. I would say simply.
You see that?
I'm not going against. Can I finish?
Sure.
Can I finish one thing?
Sure, please.
When they were the Protestant church didn't formulate doctrine. If you understand history correctly, Martin Luther, John Calvin, Zwingli, they did not formulate doctrine. They said we need to return back to how the doctrine was previously.
May I ask?
That in itself is a doctrine.
No. So 1 second.
That in itself is a doctrine.
1 second.
Breaking away from the Catholic
Can I say
Church.
something? When you're saying to me the fundamental doctrines of Christianity, you're saying belief in the Trinity, belief in the incarnation, the two natures of Christ, so forth.
So Mariology is not fundamentalist.
So 1 second. You're playing cards here.
No,
you're playing cards.
Exactly, I'm playing cards.
I'm saying, but I can say the same thing.
asking one question.
What am I saying? I can say the same thing in Islam. I could say, what about the Imams in Shia Islam?
No problem. Let's have a chat.
You hold to the
You wanna
Imams?
have a chat?
You need to
have a
ask.
chat. Yes.
1 second.
I believe in all of them.
Are you sure?
I believe. No, I'm not.
No.
So,
I believe in all the Imams. The ones we can. No, I'm not confused.
Yes.
You don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay, so tell me.
You have no idea what I'm talking about.
Tell me then.
Name the Imams.
Ali, Hussein.
Yeah.
No, tell
I
me.
love them.
That's what I'm saying.
I love them.
That's what I'm saying. But do you hold to them as being the correct caliphs? So they should have been. Ali should have been.
I
the first
believe
caliph.
they're correct caliphs.
So
Yeah.
should Ali have been the first caliph?
Doesn't make a difference to me.
Should he have been the first caliph? That's my question.
That makes no difference.
Doesn't matter. Answer my question. Should he have been the first caliph?
To me,
You're going around the question because you know you can't answer it with a yes. So I'm saying, should he be in the first caliph?
he wasn't meant to be the first. I'm answering. He wasn't meant to be the first caliph.
Okay.
That's why he wasn't the first
So,
caliph.
so 1 second. Then you've just contradicted yourself. Because the Shia's teaching is that Ali was supposed to be the correct caliph that was selected by Prophet Muhammad. So,
okay.
No, but I'm saying, so I don't want to go into the argument.
No,
saying
we can.
The way
if you want to discuss Shiaism, we can.
But the way you're going though, is look at the divisions here.
Let's pack the bags for the previous discussion, and we can talk about Shia theology.
We don't have to. No, we don't have to. But
I love talking.
You just know,
I love talking.
All I'm saying is that you're not genuine because, unfortunately,
I am.
You said to me that you hold to all of the teachings of Shiism.
No. You just claimed that I claimed that I hold to all the teachings of Shiism. Did I ever say that?
Okay, so what did you say?
Did I say that?
What did you say?
I said I believe in the Imams.
Okay.
And now you equated that with following the teaching of Shiism.
Okay.
Believing in Imams and following the teaching of Shiism are two different things.
Okay, so
is that clear?
So because no, but the problem is
I don't follow Shiism.
No, that's fine then. Because
I don't follow Shiism.
When I asked you, you weren't as genuine.
But I do believe in Imams.
Yes. Okay, that's fine. I have no problem with that. Obviously, you pay respect to it.
Yeah.
But you don't believe Ali should be the first caliph. You don't.
No, it doesn't matter what I believe. I'll tell you why. Because Ali was not the first caliph.
But should he have been the first caliph?
It doesn't matter.
That's what a Shia will say.
Okay, Shias can say they're blue monkeys flying around in the world, in the sky. It doesn't make it true.
Okay, so then now let's apply your line of reasoning to what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I don't believe in Mariology. So why are you then bringing up Mariology?
I'll tell you why.
Your reasoning.
I'll tell you why.
Yes.
Because Shias, from the beginning of Islam, have been a fringe group. Okay, they only emerged in the 3rd century as a minority. They still remain a minority, and when you look at them, looking at their practice generally, you can tell that there's something not right about them. Even someone who's not a Muslim, an atheist, take him to a gathering of the Shia, okay, and show that person Shias beating themselves. Okay, so that atheist will tell you, hold on a second, this doesn't look right. Okay, so wait.
Yeah, but that doesn't define Shia.
But the group, the group I'm talking about, the early church fathers, in the first 3 centuries, are the overwhelming majority. In fact, your group doesn't exist. The Trinitarians do not exist. The Pope,
Augustine.
wait.
No, but I'm saying we bring names and you say they're not important.
If you let me finish, I said I was going to say they don't exist until the 4th century.
Okay.
They popped into existence like that.
Okay.
Here you have Augustine,
Yeah.
you have Gregory of Nyssa,
Yes.
you have Gregory of Nazianzus, you have Athanasius, and
That
lo
was
and
in
behold,
Caesarea. Yes.
Theodosius, the second,
Yes.
Emperor Theodosius, in the year 381, he imposes. Have you read Theodosian Code?
Tell me
Have you?
about it. Tell me about it.
That's
No,
the Roman law.
Tell me about it.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Theodosian Code, Book 16, Article 2, Law 28, if I'm not mistaken,
Yes.
states that if anyone goes against the established doctrine of the Trinity, in which we worship God the Father, God the Son, and God the Spirit as equals, would be regarded as a heretic and will be treated as such, and the wrath of the Roman might will fall upon him, primarily the wrath of God.
What's your
And
point, though?
the point is it was the Roman might which spread the doctrine of the Trinity in the Christian world. Do you accept this point? First of all, do you accept
Can I
it?
say?
Do you accept
Can
it
I
or not?
speak? Can I speak?
Wait, you can't
I
speak.
speak? Yeah, but I want to give
but
my-
I just made a claim. I made
and
a
I'm
very
trying to counteract your claim.
Yeah,
So can
yeah,
I say,
yeah.
you're putting the cart before the horse, okay? The Roman might, or whatever you're saying with the code that was formulated, was done after an agreement was settled. To
Yes.
say, by the way, this has the authority of Rome.
Yes.
There's an agreement. You can't say that the emperor, because the way you're construing history is that the emperor went around saying, you must believe this, you must believe this, you must believe this. Now I'm saying you must believe it, now you're going to be punished. That wasn't it.
This
was
is exactly
one
what
second.
happened.
No,
That's exactly
it
what
was
happened.
agreed as a council.
By who?
And it was agreed as a council by the theologians and whatever. If you say
And
the
they condemned the majority.
Sorry?
They
But
condemned.
tell me the majority. I really want to know. Tell me the majority, the names.
Have you read the writings?
No. I don't want to know. Have I read? Tell me the names yourself. What
In
are
the
the
4th
names?
century. In the 4th
Tell me the
century.
names of these
No,
majority.
before the-
Tell me.
I am saying all the theologians.
I don't want to know all. Tell me names.
Of who?
Sorry?
Of who?
Is that one?
No, of
What?
who? Of
no,
who?
of the
Names
majority.
who?
Of the majority, you were saying. The majority of people who use it. Tell me. Tell me then. Tell me. Arius. Who else?
All of gold. You know gold?
Tell me. Okay, one,
Gold.
two. We got
okay.
two here.
Okay. No, this is not a name.
Okay, so what
This
are you
is-
saying? I mean,
this-
tell
this
me
is-
names. I want
Wait,
names.
vandals? You know vandals?
Tell me names. Is it a
I'm
name or
telling you. I'm telling you, but you're
tell
not
me.
listening.
So tell me,
Okay.
I'll listen.
You know what vandals were?
not? Just go on.
All of North Africa, all of Gaul, these were Unitarians. These were Arians. You know Donatus.
But
Have you heard of Donatus?
But one second, I want to.
Have you heard of
One
Donatus?
second.
If you don't know these names, what's the
I'm
point of
saying
telling
to
you
you,
these names?
but I'm saying to you, my simple question, because I know you're beating around the bush. My
How?
simple,
Hello?
One
How am I
sec-
beating around the bush?
1 second, because I can.
I'm
say,
giving direct
I
ref-
can say to you, do you know the Nicaeans, the ones who followed Gregory and
No.
Nazianzus?
Do you
1
know?
second.
Do you know
Please
Donatus?
Can I finish?
Give him
The problem
chance.
is, you
Do
know
you
what?
know
The problem
Donatus?
is-
Do you know
The
Donatus?
problem is, you come in. Let me say my point, and then you come back to me. So I'm saying to you,
Josh,
that-
you-
I'm saying to you here, can I speak?
Yeah.
I'm saying to you, I could just simply say the Nicaeans. Now, I could say to you the people who followed the Latin Church. I could say to you the people who followed the Orthodox teaching. You're just giving me general groups. I don't want that. I want the names of
I just gave you a name,
One
but you
second,
don't know.
1 second, the names of the respected theologians at that time who were the voice of the majority.
That's my question.
Respected according to who?
I don't want that. Just tell me, according to you. According to you.
Okay, Donatus.
So,
Do you know
Donatus,
Donatus?
okay, one. Tell me
Okay.
another one.
No, you know what that means?
No. Give me
give him
names.
the
That's my
names.
question.
Give them names.
Give me one.
But he can give you
I'm
random
saying,
names.
you know-
But I'm saying, okay, so when I say Gregory Nazianzus, Basil of Caesarea, Gregory of Nyssa,
John
Augustine,
Chrysostom, Basil.
Athanasius, I've got 5. Now tell
Five
me.
names. Okay. I'm saying against these names, the entire chunk of North Africa. Are you listening? If I'm lying, it's being recorded. It's going to be on the net. Okay. The entire chunk of North Africa and Gaul. Gaul is which is France, where the Vandals were, or the Goths. Okay. Even Spain. You know, are you aware Spain was? Are you aware that Spain was Unitarian as late as the 5th century? Are you aware? Look. We can't.
No, because,
Look.
It seems
Josh.
It seems like
Wait. Let me finish. Josh, let me finish. I cannot have a discussion with someone who is simply unaware of history.
No.
And then when I give references, I don't know who you are.
The problem is, it's not unaware of history. I'm just tired of when I give you a question, you don't answer it directly. So when I said
I gave you direct answers just now.
because your reasoning is not correct. I can say to you the whole of England are Trinitarians. I can say to you the whole of Africa are Trinitarians. That doesn't mean that they're truly Trinitarians. There could be pockets of people who hold to Unitarianism.
Good.
So I'm saying to you, you can't say Africa was Trinitarian,
right.
Spain was not Trinitarian. It doesn't make sense to reasoning.
That's
You're
right.
just generalising about a
Give
nation.
specific names.
I'm saying you're
Let's
generalising.
check right now.
No, but we don't have to go.
Wait.
Do you want me to go on Google as well? I mean, come on.
No.
You should have the stuff in your head. Come on.
So if he doesn't have the stuff in his head, does that make him wrong?
Of course not. But I mean, it's a discussion because
But if you're going to bring it up,
I
and
go
you
to my
say
phone
it.
and just. Shall I get Alison
No,
McGrath's
if you don't
book
have
up
the names
then?
in your head, mate.
Shall I get
So don't
Alison?
If
say
you
it
can find
then.
the names, no problem. Doesn't make it false.
No, but shall I get Alison McGrath's book? I mean, what should we?
That's fine. You
We're
can
all
do
going
that.
to just sit here and do
Shall we
it.
get our phones?
It's
Should we get a computer?
No,
So
but
bring
you
some
want the names,
computers.
so he's giving you the names.
Send some texts as well.
So if you want the names and he's finding the
Okay.
names, what's the problem here?
No, it's fine then. But
taking
I'm
half
just saying.
an hour.
Logic.
No, but I'm saying.
It's been less than 2 minutes.
1 second. I'm saying he was going against me that I don't know history. But then he's going now to refer to history on his phone.
Hold on.
No,
That's what you were saying to me.
Okay,
He said, I don't know
If you
history,
don't
you're
want
going
to
to
go
your
on the net, I can tell you the sources you can go and
You just
study.
went on now, so
Okay.
shall I go on?
No. Wait.
Let me not go on Wikipedia. That's definitely not reliable.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. I'm going to show you these names and these statistics I'm talking about, or these claims I'm making,
Yep.
so that you can see what I'm saying is not
Yep.
a lie. These claims are not false. Majority of the Christians, as late as the 4th century, were Unitarians. They were not, strictly speaking, Arians. They were not Trinitarians. This is a claim I'm making.
The
Now
majority
listen,
of Christians.
majority of the
Okay,
Christians.
now-
I'm making a claim
now can I ask you?
on camera.
Okay,
what
wait.
no problem.
4th century. Up to the 4th. So
I'm
what changed in the 4th century?
Yeah.
That's the question now.
can I-
Okay, I'm making a claim.
But can I just-
You can come back next
No, but
week
can
and
I
say,
just-
Mr. Rashid, you're a
No,
liar.
but can I just say about your
Yeah.
claim?
Come back to me
So
next
can I
week.
just say about your
Yeah.
claim?
Logical.
Can I say about your claim?
And
Can
I'll give you references.
Shout no, me.
Sources.
Can I just say something?
Sources.
Can I just say something? I'm not asking.
J.N.D. Kelly.
I'm not asking about sources.
The history of early Christian doctrine.
when he
Go
says-
and read it and come back to me.
Question though.
Up to 4th century, majority of Christians were not Trinitarian.
1
Yes,
second,
they
but
were
can I
not.
ask?
Let
can I
him
ask-
say his point.
So what do you mean by majority? How much is a majority?
I'm saying the majority of the
How
masses.
much is the majority? That's my question. So,
Okay.
50% of what though? What's the number? What's the quantity? I want to know. You made a generalization.
Okay.
So how many Christians were there? How can we say 50%? What can we say majority? Of what?
Are you disputing this?
No, but I'm saying I need to understand you
I need to
fully.
understand the spirit of your question. Are you disputing it, or are you just asking to learn?
Sorry? I'm asking to. I'm a speaker's caller to learn. I'm
To
not
learn.
here to do apologetics.
Okay, good. So now learn.
Majority.
Now learn.
So majority. what
Now
is it?
learn. If you want to learn, let me speak now.
Okay, but my question
now
was.
learn.
Can I give you my question first? So, how many Christians are there? So you need the quantity to find out what the percentage
We have
are.
no idea. I'll tell you what.
So-
Who is telling us the majority is Aryan?
Sorry?
Who is telling us the majority is Aryan?
Who's
Who is telling us
You would
this?
say scholars, won't you?
Yes, who?
No, you would say scholars, won't you? So I'm
Josh.
saying,